This is DFS Chan. Today is August 27th. Tomorrow we have a 2-game slate on LEC and LCS games. We're going to be previewing the slate on the 2-game slate. It's best of 5 series for both of the playoff games. Here I'm going to share my screen to kind of go over the statistics and metrics that I was able to gather. So here, as you can see, the first matchup on the slate is Rogue versus Fnatic. This is going to happen at around 11 a.m. Eastern time, and Rogue is a slight favorite. This is really, a toss-up based on the Vegas odds. First, I looked at the combined kills per minute metric to see the kill upside here. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely a faster game compared to the LCS game that is the second game on the slate. So I would definitely target a long stack using either Rogue or Fnatic from this matchup. And then jungle control percentage, it's interesting because, I mean, it's very close. I know Inspired for Rogue, the jungler for Rogue, and then Bwipo, the jungler for Fnatic. They've both been really, really good junglers in the LEC in Europe. So really, I mean, it's a slight advantage for Fnatic, but it's not by very much. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that because, as you can see, I mean, Rogue has been a very good team as well throughout the regular season. So it's not like, they're a scrub. So in the playoffs, though, Fnatic has been pretty dominant. They've picked up their pace and controlling the jungle in the playoffs compared to Rogue in their respective games. So I think that's a good advantage for Fnatic. But at the end of the day, just based on my eye test, I mean, these metrics are so close. As you can see, I mean, there are so many metrics that favor Fnatic, but also Rogue as well. But just based on my eye test, I mean, since this is such a close matchup, the tiebreaker really goes toward my eye test, I think. I mean, I really love Rogue's Larson, the advantage in the mid lane compared to Fnatic's. So I like Rogue there in that advantage. And then, like I said, Inspired, I mean, I think he's going to neutralize Bwipo. I mean, I really do think Fnatic's win condition is tied to Bwipo and early game lead and then snowball there. Fnatic loves to skirmish. As you can see, their combined kills per minute is really high. But I do think Rogue knows how to play against that and pick out team fights that are very beneficial, only beneficial to them. I just feel like Rogue is a smart enough of a team that they are not going to engage, in those team fights that Fnatic loves to do. So I think in a best of 5 series, I love Rogue to win here. I think it's still going to be a close matchup, though. Fnatic is a pretty good team, whether they're behind or they're ahead. I mean, they have a lot of win conditions, but so does Rogue. I mean, Rogue is, has shown that they can win early game, mid game, late game, all around, and they've been I think, in my opinion, the most solid team. Just all around solid team, in my opinion. And I feel like in a best of 5 series that, helps them a lot to kind of play smart and evaluate what's happening in the game and throughout the game. So I like Rogue to win 3-2. The next matchup on the slate is the LCS slate. This is actually a semifinals matchup versus 100 Thieves versus C9. Cloud9 is actually a slight favorite at minus 135, and then 100 Thieves is an underdog at plus 105. As you can see, I mean, both of the matchups on the slate are very close. So I think we try to get an edge, from wherever we can get. So the combined kills per minute, like I said, in comparison to the LEC matchup, I mean, this is projected to be a much slower matchup. As you can see, 1.51 combined kills per minute for the entire summer split. And compare that to the 1.81, I mean, that's a big drop there. So I would definitely target a short stack from this LCS matchup. Jungle control percentage, as you can see, I mean, Cloud9 has been a little bit more dominant, especially in July. Cloud9 has been playing much better. But in the playoffs, I mean, 100 Thieves has been pretty dominant as well. As you can see, 100 Thieves beat Evil Geniuses. So did Cloud9. Cloud9 has beat more teams just because they, just given the position that they were in early in the playoffs bracket, they had to play all these teams to get to where they are right now. And both teams lost to Team Liquid. Team Liquid is the team that's already in the finals waiting for the winner of this matchup, 100 Thieves versus C9. But yeah, so I wouldn't give too much emphasis on that loss. I mean, both teams lost pretty badly to TL. So I wouldn't give, too much thought to that. But I feel like just based on the types of opponents that they beat, obviously EG is the only team that 100 Thieves beat, but C9 beat all these other teams, TSM and Golden Guardians, who, I thought it was gonna upset Cloud9 in some cases, but all in all, I just looked at all of the metrics here, and it's quite interesting because 100 Thieves actually had a superior goal difference at 15 minutes and some other first Baron, first Dragon percentage and all that favored 100 Thieves a lot. There were more metrics that favor 100 Thieves than those that favored Cloud9. So I think I'm gonna go with 100 Thieves here. I do think Cloud9 has been a very volatile team. Cloud9, that is. I know they look really good when they win, but I just feel like, just given the volatility in a best of 5 series, I tend to go with the team that is a little more consistent and has a lot more win conditions. I know Blabber for Cloud9 is a pretty good jungler, but I mean, 100 Thieves, I just feel like Closer has been pretty good as well. And also their mid laner, I feel like, is a big advantage over Perks. I know Perks has a name recognition and everything. He's been a good player. He's had a good career over the last, 10 years or so. But I just feel like Perks has not been in good form. And given that plus 100 Thieves mid laner Agdabe's form, I mean, really good form in my opinion for 100 Thieves, I think I'm gonna go with 100 Thieves in an upset 3-1. And like I said, there were more metrics that supported 100 Thieves winning this matchup compared to Cloud9. So I'm gonna go with 100 Thieves here, even though they are the biggest underdog on the slate, not by much. I mean, they're the biggest underdog at plus 105. So who knows how these odds will change tonight. But I just feel like 100 Thieves is a good GPP play, and I'm actually gonna roll with 100 Thieves and probably in my optimal lineup along with Rogue, probably. So Rogue long stack. So anyway, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And as you can see, I will also have a video for the first EU Master slate that starts Monday morning. So I'll have that out on Sunday so that you guys will have some ideas. You guys may not be familiar with the types of players, who's playing there and then the format and everything. So I'll kind of go through it, EU Masters 101 early in the video, and then go through the slate, in that video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. See ya.